Hello, everyone! For decades, Lisa Bonet remained one of the most mysterious and reserved figures in Hollywood, known more for her silence than her words, for her soulful presence rather than loud statements. But everything changed the moment news broke about the sudden, shocking death of Malcolm-Jamal Warner. At first, Lisa remained quiet, grieving in private, as the world paid tribute to her former co-star, a man who had been like a brother to her for most of her youth. But now, after what she describes as months of sleepless nights, unanswered questions, and haunting memories, Lisa has decided to break her silence. And what she has revealed has not only stunned those close to Malcolm, but may very well unravel an industry-wide deception. According to Lisa, Malcolm's death was not the clean, natural loss portrayed in the headlines. In her own words, it was covered up, stage-managed, and disguised to look like fate. But it was planned. She paints a picture of a man who, in the final months of his life, was tormented, not just emotionally but spiritually, by secrets he had stumbled upon. Lisa reveals that Malcolm had been quietly researching internal documents, reaching out to former colleagues, and collecting private communications that pointed to decades of unethical dealings involving television contracts, withheld residuals, exploitation of black actors in the 80s and 90s, and hush money paid to keep scandals buried. He wasn't doing it for fame. He wasn't writing a book. He simply believed the truth had to come out, especially the truth about how some of their most beloved colleagues had been silenced, manipulated, or blacklisted. But the more he uncovered, the more danger he seemed to attract. Lisa says that Malcolm's tone shifted. He became paranoid, more withdrawn, more aware that he was being watched. He told her someone had broken into his apartment, but nothing was stolen. His phone, he said, was acting strange, and unknown cars would park outside his home for hours. Lisa begged him to stop investigating, to protect himself. But Malcolm was resolute. He believed that if he could just gather enough evidence and bring it to the right people, he could spark a reckoning in the industry, one that would finally free the truth from the grip of silence. The last time Lisa saw Malcolm, she said his eyes looked different, tired, heavy, as if he were already preparing for something. "He hugged me like he knew it would be the last time," she whispered. Then, weeks later, he was gone. The media reported a peaceful death, but Lisa immediately felt something was off. The speed of the coverage, the way everyone seemed to have pre-written eulogies, the lack of official autopsy details, it all felt rehearsed. When she tried to reach out to his family, she found herself met with cold responses, vague answers, and even veiled warnings to leave things alone. That's when she knew. This was bigger than she ever imagined. Lisa then began to revisit Malcolm's final weeks, reading old messages, voice notes, and especially one handwritten letter he had given her months earlier, in which he confessed, "If anything ever happens to me, don't trust what they say. The truth is in the shadows." That letter, along with other personal effects Malcolm left behind, painted a chilling picture of someone who believed his life was in danger. Lisa decided she could no longer carry the weight of this alone. She began consulting independent investigators, reaching out to other people Malcolm had confided in, and even contacting legal professionals to examine the sealed records related to his death. What she found confirmed her worst fears. Records were missing, witnesses were unreachable, and documents had been classified with unusual speed for a non-criminal case. Lisa now believes that Malcolm's death was orchestrated to prevent the release of sensitive information that would have shaken the entertainment industry from the inside out. She's not claiming to have every answer, but she's asking the questions that no one else is brave enough to ask. Why were key files locked away? Why was there no public autopsy report? Why did Malcolm tell multiple people he was being followed? And why, after his death, did everyone around him suddenly fall silent? Lisa believes the reason is simple: fear. Fear of powerful people with deep connections and untouchable influence. People who've buried secrets before and wouldn't She's not hesitate just to speaking do it up for again. Malcolm, but for everyone in the industry who's been silenced, mistreated, or erased. She's speaking for the young actors who never got justice, the voices who were crushed by the weight of contracts and coercion. As she spoke through tears, she said, "I don't want to be doing this. I wish I didn't have to, but I refuse to let Malcolm become just another forgotten face. His truth deserves daylight, Lisa Bonet's statement has already caused a media stir, with fans, whistleblowers, and conspiracy theorists poring over every word she said. Some support her, others dismiss it as emotion. But what cannot be denied is the sincerity in her voice and the conviction in her eyes. She has nothing to gain and everything to lose by speaking out. And yet, she continues. Because she says the silence is far more dangerous. According to Lisa, the truth about Malcolm-Jamal Warner's death is not just about one man. It's about a system that rewards loyalty to power and punishes truth-tellers. And if she has to stand alone to protect his name and legacy, she will. He wasn't just a character on a show. He was a truth seeker, a fighter, a brother, and they tried to erase that. Her words echo across social media and among Hollywood circles, where whispers are beginning to turn into conversations. Will her courage finally bring about the answers Malcolm deserved? Or will this become another story that fades away behind fame and shadows? One thing is clear. Lisa Bonet has drawn a line in the sand, and she's not backing down, not this time. Thanks for watching.